Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Love and Light TV and another episode of Mike
and Monty's
food review. And this is our second day in LA. And this morning we actually had to go to a meeting. And let me tell y'all, that meeting was amazing.
It was long.
It was long. But everything that we wanted to accomplish, everything that we set out to do in this meeting, it happened.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Pretty good. Actually, yeah. Pretty good, yeah.
So when we were in the meeting, and we don't have to talk about what the meeting is about, they'll know about the meeting down the road. But how were you feeling when we were in the meeting? Because this was our first time doing something like that together as a couple.
Very supportive, I would say.
You were extremely supportive. Yeah. You know, because sometimes, I'm the one who's like really outgoing and don't get it fooled. He's very outgoing when he gets with his friends and he gets in that type of environment. Because a lot of people said, you're very laid back, which you are.
Well, I do want to put this out there that I do have social anxiety sometimes it's weird.
Yeah.
So I'm like a introvert extrovert.
Yeah. But I love that about you, because the times when I want to be an introvert, you're more outgoing. It just seems to like really balance out. Yeah. But in our meeting today, it wasn't an easy meeting that we had to go to. It was a meeting that was just definitely necessary, and it really it worked for us, and just as far as our business. And a lot of times when God gives you opportunities, sometimes you just got to learn how to go after it, right? So we're super excited. It turned out to be a success. But thank you, babe, for just having my back and being there and making sure that I wasn't afraid, because I was very nervous. But big things are on the way.
Did all right.
Yeah, all the way out to LA. That was
an adventure.
It was an adventure. And what we also learned, because my meeting was in Glendale, we also learned that a lot of other movie studios are in Glendale. And I didn't realize that. I thought they were all like in Hollywood, but
they said Pixar and some.
Yeah. And DreamWorks.
DreamWorks is one of them.
It's also in Glendale. So, we was in good company. All right. So, as promised, as we continue to try new places, we're going to share them with you all. So if you all ever come to LA, you'll get an opportunity to possibly get a chance to eat where we have eaten. So we decided to do something a little different. The hotel we're at is like in the midst of downtown. And so there's so many big buildings, and little restaurants are like all over the place.
Right, around the way.
Yeah, so like you don't have to walk far or anything. One of the things that I do want to try is what you pointed out to me when we first drove in, when we were in the Uber, and we first drove into the hotel, and there was a taco place.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was down the street.
It is.
It was a little bit past down the street from where we got this.
Yeah. So I was like really excited about I'm still excited about trying that. But the place where we ate at today was called Master Burger. I don't think it's part of a chain, and if it's a chain, it's probably local. But how did you feel about the restaurant when we went in there?
Just like maybe it was like should I say, just very welcoming.
Yeah, it was. They were very nice. There wasn't a lot of people working. Right. It looked like maybe 2 or 3 people were back there working. Yeah. And it was one of those restaurants that just sell everything. Like you can get burgers, breakfast food, Italian food, seafood. They just have like so many things. But what I noticed is that they have an A rating.
Which is a good idea. Good idea.
That is definitely good. It's a good idea to definitely choose places that have those A and B ratings, because I know out here in Los Angeles County, they're a stickler. So we're going to share with you all what we got, and then we're going to eat. But this time we're going to let you all eat with us, and we're going to have a conversation, and hopefully you all will enjoy it. So what did you get, babe?
I got the salmon and anguilla salad.
Yes. yes, of course, he's eating healthy again.
We got this is gonna be our first meal today. Actually,
Yeah,
it's
it
like
is.
1 o'clock here in LA.
Yeah.
So yeah, we kind of got a lot.
Yeah, we did. We got a lot of food. So you got that. And then we also got the bacon, lettuce, tomato, and egg breakfast sandwich.
Which he said was to die for yesterday.
Yes, I had it yesterday. It was really, really, really good. And then I decided to get the French toast, the bacon and eggs with that. So, all right, you ready to pray?
French toast looks kind of good.
French toast looks amazing. But we're going to show you all a picture of it right now. All right, you ready to pray? All right. God, we're so grateful for all that you've given us. We're grateful for the success in our business meeting today. We're grateful for taking us safely to Glendale and then bringing us back. We're so grateful for all of the things you've done for us, for this food, good health in our bodies, finances, peace in our lives. We are so grateful for the life that we live and the love that we share. We're grateful for all things you've given us in the name and the nature of Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. All right. So while we're eating, we're going to get to know a little bit more about you because you're new and you're cute. And everybody has been asking to know more about you. You know, someone made this statement in the comments, and I thought that was sweet. They said, I've rolled with Mike. You know, I've supported him through all of his relationships because I do seem to find decent people. And I want to say that all of my exes that I have ever been with, they are all decent people. Whether it worked out for us or not, that doesn't mean that they're not decent. And if you know me, you've heard me say this, if I loved any of them at one time, I still love them to this day. Now, that love has probably been repositioned, but it's still definitely there. But people can look at you, babe, and just see that you're different than probably most people that I've been with. And you're more laid back, but you definitely have a balance to my energy. So we're going to just ask them a couple questions and then go from there. All right, you're going to try to, I'm thinking I'm going to try my sandwich first too. So this is the bacon, lettuce, tomato, and egg. Yes.
Piece of bacon.
They make it on white bread too. White bread is definitely not all that great for you, but
Bread, period.
but what about like whole wheat bread? That's not good for you either.
I don't trust it.
Really? Okay. But
Gotta have. I mean, it's good. It's a go-to. It's good to have every now and then, though.
okay. I know white bread has a lot of carbs.
Yeah.
A lot. It's really good. Okay. So one fun fact that people may not know about you, where were you born?
Germany. Nuremberg, Germany.
Nuremberg. Okay.
Germany.
And how many years did you live there?
Till about 15, 16. Came to Atlanta. Dad moved to Atlanta. And they had the Army base where Tyler Perry is now.
Oh, he was moved to that Army base.
Fort McPherson.
Okay.
And transferred, yeah.
Okay. So, coming from Germany, which their culture, I'm sure, is a lot different than the culture of Atlanta back in those days. What was it like seeing or being in a new environment?
Very awkward, and it seemed like Georgia was just really closed-minded, not open-minded, not diverse. I mean, it was difficult.
Yeah. What when you say closed-minded, what made you feel like Georgia was closed-minded?
Well, I mean, because of the musical choices, the dress, the way of thinking and living. You know, it might be because I never experienced racism.
Right.
You know, over there in Germany, which is a lot of people say was strange, but I never did.
Wow. Do you feel like when you came to Atlanta, do you feel like Like, what signs did you feel like gave off that there was a lot of racism there?
Well, I mean, I used to have, started out having mixed, like in Germany, I had mixed friends, multicultural friends, whatever. I got here and tried to do the same thing. It worked for a little bit, but then I think somebody got into their ear. And why are you hanging out with a black kid or whatever,
Oh, wow. Was this at your school?
Here, when I went to school here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because you went to a predominantly black school, but there were white people.
Oh, yeah.
And you befriended some of the white people. Wow. So did they, like, change on you?
They changed on me.
Oh, wow. Do you ever feel like you fit in with the black community, like when you first moved, or do you feel like it took some time?
Not at all. It's a major culture clash.
What was the differences?
Like I said, like the culture is way different from Germany to American. I mean, we were limited on certain things,
Right.
TV shows.
Right.
Our main sport was soccer. I was doing a lot of that over there. I didn't know too much about baseball and football.
Okay.
And that when they asked me what kind of rap you listen to, they was like, what was it? I said, the fat boys, the kids laugh at me.
The fat boys, like the fat boys are back. And we know they will never be white. Yeah. Okay. I know one of the things that stood out to me the most, even in our friendship, way before we got into a relationship, is that you had different musical influences and different musical styles.
And those developed over time over here too. I just had to find my own lane,
Yeah, because you like music that I would have never been listening to. Like, you introduced me to something called K-pop. Now, what is that? Is that just like hip-hop overseas or Korean hip-hop?
Korean pop.
Oh.
Popular music, yep.
Okay.
But I mean, I really love music. I really love
You do. You do. And what other people may not know about you is that you can sing, babe.
Yeah. Don't ask me to sing now, but hey. But yeah, I mean, I really enjoy music. It's never gonna go away. It's probably one of my first loves. So yeah.
All right.
I also had the adventure or the opportunity to try to be an artist back then.
Right.
Didn't work out.
Well, tell us a little bit about that journey.
Well, I mean, I think, when I was, younger, I was so trying to be like, one of mine or two of my influences was Mariah Carey. I always said that was my mom in the music industry.
Right, you have always said that.
And then Boyz II Men.
Okay.
I've always wanted a group like that. So, yeah, it worked, but it didn't work because I think it was a lot of boosted egos at the time. It's like, he sound better than him, or he sound better than him, or he can make it on his own, talking about me, and it just didn't work out. But I was just trying to get us on the record label, sending demo tapes and stuff. That's what they used to do back then.
Right.
And then they eventually let you audition. And I tried to do it with what was then LaFace Records.
Right.
And I tried. And, everybody gave up. And I stayed with trying to be an artist on that. Not knowing all the complications they had during the time. If you weren't already polished or had a manager, you kind of screwed.
Okay.
You couldn't do it. I mean, I could have done it independently, but they gave me another route. This guy named Tommy Henderson, he told me to go to this musical event.
Was it like a workshop?
A workshop, yeah. I don't think they do those anymore now, workshops.
Well, they still do them, but they're not as popular as they used to be.
Right. And so I went to the workshop. It was very intriguing. I was interested and ready to be a new artist, And it didn't work out. I mean, it worked out, but I went with someone brand new.
Right.
We all
They sent you to a brand new independent label.
Yeah. Well, they didn't send me. He was there.
Oh, he was there.
He was just there, and he gave me his card.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then he was like, "Well, let's try to make this happen."
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, "Yeah, an independent label. It might be the best bet for me."
Right.
You know, we all come up together, and I was looking at the time frame. I was getting impatient. You know, I was just like, it was just very discouraging.
Right.
You know, like the dream of being an artist. You know, it's finally coming, and you know, all these, you know, setbacks.
Right. Right.
On being an artist.
Right.
You know, not having stuff done, not on my end, but on the label's end. You know, it's like trying to do this, trying to do that. Didn't have the education
or the resources.
The resources to support the artist that was on the label, and it was a mess.
It was an experience for you.
Yes.
So after you went through that, you eventually got into a certain kind of career. What kind of career did you finally get into?
Well, I mean, after being discouraged, it was a trio, and it was a duo, then it was a solo. So by the time the solo didn't work out with me in the same label, I was done.
Okay.
I was done. The dream of being an artist was over. So,
babe, I don't think it's over. I don't think it's over. Honestly, I think you're just getting ready to just get started. Because you're a good singer. People are just now getting to know who you are. So, you know, I think honestly, in my heart of hearts, I feel like you're just getting started. Yeah.
So, I took on another career.
Okay.
Along with that same career.
Okay.
So with music, you know, I wanted to be Superman so bad.
Right.
So I joined what they had, Bally's.
Okay.
I said, I'm gonna be Superman, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that.
Oh.
After the career was ended with the music, I just continued working out.
Right.
Playing music, and that used to be my safe haven.
Right.
And a lot of people don't know that sometimes when you start working out, it always helps to have a partner or partners to work out with, and then you find your own way.
Keep me encouraged.
Keep me encouraged. But then I found my own lane. I found my own niche, you know, how to work out, how to be good without that.
Right.
And that's why I say people trying to work out with me, it doesn't work out with me because I don't know, it might be a little selfish. I don't know.
Well, I think it's just your time. I mean, like I said, we used to work out together, and then once you showed me how to do everything, then I now work out on my own. But you be in your zone. I be trying to get your attention in the gym, and you just be like in a whole nother world. So I'll be like, never mind. It's not the right time.
I don't know if anybody feels the same way too. You just zone out in the gym.
Yeah.
And I've even had somebody not talk to me anymore because I'm so offended that I didn't look their way or speak or something.
Because like, honestly, you do be like in a total zone. Like, it's like, where are you at? But let me say this, by the way. This French toast, Papo, you got to try this. It's everything. And I don't want to cut you out. I just don't want to eat all of it before you get a chance to try it.
Oh, my God.
Isn't that good?
Oh, my God.
No, that French toast is everything.
That's a knockout right there.
Yeah. But again, like I said, you know, in the gym, that's just your time. You know what I mean? And people can't accept that, then they really can't accept you because the gym is a big part of who you are. You know, you have an amazing body, and people sometimes can be jealous of it, but they don't know the 20 years of work that you put into developing this body to get you where you are.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, it's just been a long journey, and even did natural body competition with it. Didn't win my first competition. Got second place.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's good for your first one.
Yeah, but I mean, the dude was already in there. He was already a novice. I'm the new, you know, when you get in there. You supposed to
Well,
be novice.
you were the novice.
I was the novice.
Right, okay.
But he's already been the novice.
Okay.
Didn't win his last time. So
okay.
he won this. I was like, But then,
Oh, good.
I did bodybuilding and then I did natural physique.
Okay.
And then I cut it out. I hadn't did it since, but.
I know when I look at some of your pictures from back then, boy, that body is everything. I mean, it's everything now, but I'm talking about.
Change up.
Yeah, when you were younger, you could tell that you weren't eating nothing but air and water. Or maybe some tuna or maybe.
I'm like, I don't really like tuna like that, though.
You don't. We eat a lot of tuna now. Well, I mean,
not flavored tuna.
Yes,
is good.
Yes, our flavored tuna.
One brand. What is that brand?
Yes, I wish I had it in front of me, but we'll show you all at another time. But we love this certain brand of tuna that is already flavored, and it gives you the protein that you need in order to, to really secure and build your muscles.
We should definitely show them, our snack situation.
Yes, we definitely have snacks, and we cheat. Mm-hmm. But I will say this: you were thinner then, but I like the thicker, muscular you for many reasons.
I think I like it too.
Yeah, and then let me say something, babe. And this is just no secret. That shape on you, that booty. Now, okay, so let me tell y'all how we met. So back in 2018, when I was in the gym, I would see him walking in the gym. And his body and that booty was just so beautiful. Like I was staring, but I really didn't want you to see that I was staring because I was intimidated.
And I don't get it. I'm the most nicest person in the world. People will not speak to me because I can't get over the look.
But you know what though, babe? Because we're used to people who look like you being assholes. We don't know like too many people that have the look that you have and the body that you have and that are really kind. Yeah. So I was scared to talk to you.
I just let it happen that day. I was like, who is the little young boy with his hat and these tight shorts? Well, not tight shorts.
No, they were tight and they were short.
They were short. They were short to where, it's like, oh.
You can tell it back.
I was like,
I'm trying to think, was I trying to get your attention? I don't think I was trying to get your attention. I think I was just trying to be cute in the gym.
I think you kind of flirted with danger, just a taint.
Yeah.
But, it was like you looked and then you looked away.
Right.
You looked and looked away. And then finally one time I was in the bathroom getting ready to go.
Yep, you were getting ready to go and I was walking in. And that's when I stopped you. And I didn't know what to say. So I said, okay, you got to show me how to get this body.
I said he wants something because he's standing right next to me. Like, what is really going on? I was like, he ain't trying to work out. He trying to do something else.
Yep, and I had such a crush on you then. And even though I was in a relationship at the time, I came right home and I told the person I was in a relationship with, I was like, oh my God, I have a gym crush.
Totally innocent.
Totally innocent. And what people don't know, you were in a relationship at the time. I was in a relationship at the time. And we stayed friends literally all the way until we were both out of those relationships, regardless of what people may think, because we're not going to spend time trying to prove anything to anybody. But we know we did it the right way. And I'm really glad that although I wanted... Now, although I wanted you to give me some booty, you wouldn't. You would not. And you really stayed committed to that. And I respect you. Seriously, I respect you a lot for that. So what were you thinking the first time you met me?
I was like, what kind of weird stuff am I getting into? I feel like I know this guy, but I'm not sure. I've seen him in the public's eye before. Do my research until maybe later on in our friendship. Right.
And then I think at that time, I was still coming through all of this stuff with my ex-Ty, and there was still so much out in the media, and I was so nervous. I was like, okay, if he hears any of this stuff, he's gonna run and get the hell away from me. But you were so balanced. You know, you did tell me, you was like, yes, I have heard this, you know, like, but I want to get to know you as my friend for myself. And you gave me that opportunity to show you my character, to show you who I am, to show you what I'm about and what, you know, I can do as a human. And so I appreciate that, because by this time, so many people wrote me off, because everybody knows Ty was just this huge, you know, still is, this huge social media presence. And even in his passing, he still has a very huge presence in social media. But I'm just grateful, because we were just able to develop our own friendship,
Right.
you know, outside of that. How's that salad?
I was gonna interrupt you actually. Salad is pretty good.
Okay.
It might not be to your liking, but it's very different from the salads we normally get.
Okay.
Anguilla salad.
So what is it? What all of it is it made of? Look like it has like different types of greens in it.
I could see the romaine lettuce and the
Okay.
anguilla, and then tomatoes. And there's definitely shredded cheese.
It looks like onions, or is that cucumbers?
It's cucumbers.
Okay. Got
Yes,
some?
yes. And then there's the salmon.
I see what you're saying. It is different from what I'm normally used to. It's good though. Let me try. There's a little piece of the salmon. I couldn't really taste it. I gotta get a piece. Okay. Oh, it's good. It's not flavored too well, but it's good though.
I think they just, they're supposed to be mixed in with the salad.
With the salad. Okay.
And then that bacon. What's up with that bacon?
Okay, please try this bacon. This bacon is everything. Please.
Looks good.
Listen, this is one of the reasons why I think I will struggle becoming a vegan. I can give up a whole lot. But when I tell y'all, I love me some bacon.
I like it every once in a while.
I can eat bacon every day.
I couldn't do that. Especially after watching What the Health.
Right.
Talking about one piece is a whole carton of cigarettes.
Well, one pack.
One pack.
It's like a whole carton of cigarettes, yeah. Yeah. And that's true. That's why I don't eat it all the time.
How they said it was carcinogens.
Yep.
So,
And then when you see the way the pigs are raised and
oh yeah, that was disgusting.
how they're not taken care
It's
of.
in North Carolina, right?
Yes. Meth. So
You don't want to, y'all, and then they didn't want you to eat fish either. They didn't want you to do no kind of meat. It was like meat is not safe.
Right.
Even fish.
right. But like I said, again, it will take us a journey to get there. But there are vegan options for bacon, and there are better options for bacon, like turkey bacon.
Yeah.
I don't really like turkey bacon, but a lot of people
Cardboard.
do. But I do like turkey sausage.
Okay, now I can agree with that.
I'm for the shit.
That turkey bacon, like some cardboard.
It does. I don't particularly care for it.
Unless they got like something I don't know about.
Well, babe, I'm so glad that we got a chance to have this conversation. People to learn more about you, and there's so much more. And we'll save it for later episodes. But welcome to the YouTube family, and you have just been gun ho. Like when he jumped in, he was like, "Come on, let's do this." And y'all all know my history with being on YouTube with my partners have not been that great. But I was able to explain to him the things that I went through, the mistakes that I made, because y'all know I don't blame my exes for nothing. But the mistakes that I made dealing with filming with them and what I wanted to do now, and he's just been on board, and so I love you for that. So listen, y'all make sure that y'all follow us on all social media. Make sure that you like, share, and comment. Your comments have been amazing. You read those comments, don't you?
Thank y'all so much.
Yeah, y'all have
love,
been. Yeah.
love.
They have definitely welcomed you with open arms, and I appreciate that. Even one person said, "Hey, Monty, welcome to the family." So that was
Thank you.
that was just so sweet, and we definitely appreciate that. So make sure if you come to LA, you get a chance to eat at Master Burger.
Right.
It's over here on South Broadway in DTL, what they call it, DTLA. That area. It's downtown Atlanta. Downtown Los Angeles, but it's called DTLA. That's the district that it's in. So make sure you get a chance to try it out. But it's really good. And babe, thank you again.
You're welcome.
All right, I love you.
Love you. One more thing, y'all.
Oh, go ahead.
Let your voice be heard.
Yes.
Please go vote.
Please go vote and vote early.
Don't care who you vote for, just go ahead and do it, you know.
I care who you vote for. So I can tell y'all.
Let your voice be heard.
Yeah, he's right in what he's saying, but y'all know me. Biden and Harris. So we can take our country back and we can at least get back on track.
Because it's been, how long for us? It's been 2 weeks or a week? It's been a week.
A week since we voted.
Sunday.
Yes. Sunday will be a week. Yeah, so we've already voted, so we're asking everybody else to get out and go vote.
It was so easy.
It was. We were there less than 10 minutes. So it was a great experience. And I was happy to be able to do that with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope. Our first time voting together. Ow! All right, everybody. We'll talk to y'all later.